right now Monday Night Raw coming on. So let's watch it. Hope everyone's doing well. We got DIY versus Dominic and JD in the ring right now. Definitely going to be a good one. So let's go watch it. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button as well. Thank you. Gonna give this a share real quick. All right, Bub. Thank you. You going to bed?
Mm-hmm. Why you coming?
No.
Yeah, it's gonna snow tonight. All right, good night, son.
No.
Oh,
Hope everyone's doing well. Apologize for the silence. My voice is kind of raspy tonight. It's like I can't talk without coughing. But I hope everyone's doing well. If you're just now joining in, hit that like and subscribe button and like this video. Well, not video, but live stream. We are watching Monday Night Raw tonight. Thank you for the like. I appreciate you. We are watching Monday Night Raw tonight. We got a little backstage segment. Piper Niven along with Chelsea Green with Adam Pearce. Hey Greg, how's it going, man? Like I said, if you're just now joining, hit that like and subscribe button. Goal for tonight is 15 likes. So let's see if we reach that goal. Kayla Braxton doesn't do her normal entrance for Chelsea Green. I guess there was a backstage disagreement or something. We got tag action tonight. I don't know about the main event, Greg, but we'll see what we got going on. How's your night going, man? How are you doing tonight? If you could share my live around, Greg, I appreciate it. I'm no longer with Coolest Content Crew no more, so I can't share it with them, but if you could share it around, I appreciate it, man. We got Awesome Truth tonight, R-Truth, and The Miz versus Judgment Day, Finn Balor, and I believe Damian Priest. That'll be pretty interesting, being that R-Truth still claims he's a member of Judgment Day, so we'll see what happens.
So it's time we were there for it. That's why Corona's helping clean 100 beaches by 2025. It's the first step in our fight against plastic pollution. To join us, visit coronausa.com.
I love to pick up the tab for my buds and beat ups for BOGO.
Commercial break right now, Greg. But I don't know what we got going up next. We'll see. Probably more tag action, I imagine. But we'll see what happens.
Part of the Kit Kat bar. The chocolate?
No, the inside.
The wafers?
No, the stuff in between the wafers.
Ah, the in-between stuff.
Have a break. Have a Kit Kat. And try a bigger bite with Big Cat.
At Domino's, we're on a mission to make sure our customers can always get hot pizza.
How's the channel going, Greg?
Weather is not so hot. That's why we're plowing unplowed roads across the country, like this road, and this road, and Judy's road. Hey, you're welcome, Judy.
I apologize. It's Monday. Typically, you know,
Plowing for pizza
if you're on my live stream at this point, I am tired on Monday.
pizzas for $6.99 each from Domino's. No
We're
matter
supposed to get a lot of snow. I hate the winter weather. I don't know about you guys, but
Happy New Year from Napleton. We have a huge inventory of new Ram trucks. Napleton has rates as low as 2.9% APR on selected models. Stop by and check out the all-new Wagoneer.
We're only 10 minutes from Beaver Falls, Chippewa, and Newcastle.
Always online at napletonelwoodcity.com.
Loving is people can not allow. Everyone around got the extra money. Maybe they won the lottery. Maybe they inherited a fortune. Maybe buried treasure. Maybe it fell off a truck.
Maybe they switched to Xfinity Mobile and saved hundreds when they bought one unlimited line and got one free.
Now you can buy an electric scooter. I'm starting to try to.
too many commercials, I tell you.
Visit XfinityMobile.com today.
Good question, Greg. I think wrestling nowadays it's different from the '90s. Um, I do think it's pretty decent, depending on the type of fan you are. Depending on if you're in it for the characters, the storylines, of the wrestling. Um, it's changed over the last 20 years, but I do think wrestling's at a good point right now where I think we're getting some of the older fans back. Excuse me, some of the older fans back who watched back then. I think they're slowly returning, especially with WWE. We see a lot of positivity coming out of WWE right now. So, and pro wrestling to me, it's global. So there's so much of it nowadays. Not even just TV, but independent shows and your local shows, whatever. It's everywhere. I think it's more well known today than it was back in the Attitude Era days. I mean, obviously the Attitude Era and the Ruthless Aggression Era days are great, but I mean, you know,
That's what I love about this tandem. The confidence are well in the right.
we got Piper Niven and Chelsea Green versus Indy Hartwell and Candice LeRae. No news on The Rock here lately, Greg. My guess is he might appear at the Elimination Chamber. If not, maybe WrestleMania. So we'll see. I kind of have a feeling that we're still getting CM Punk versus Roman. Not Roman. CM Punk versus Seth Rollins, but we could also be getting The Rock versus Roman at WrestleMania. So I don't know. I still feel like Cody will win the Rumble, go on to face Roman, and we could get Cody versus Roman at WrestleMania. It's kind of just up in the air right now. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Now Piper, Niven, the powerhouse. Look at her just powering Indy Hartwell up. Shoulder breaker.
If you're just now viewing, thank you for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button. The goal tonight is to hit 15 likes on this live. We are watching some tag team action. Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell versus Piper Niven and Chelsea Green on Monday Night Raw. Hopefully I could stay up for 3 hours this time. I didn't do so well last time, but we'll see.
Yeah, I've noticed, especially when they spend some time with us on commentary, Wade, that it seems like Chelsea's grown on Piper a bit.
That is absolutely baffling.
Oh! And Chelsea Green now dragging Indy out to the apron and now down to the floor. Green missed. Indy Hartwell now face first goes Chelsea Green.
Indy Hartwell getting out the blocks on this one and making it count.
Again, team in this matchup with hope to one shine.
I'm glad that Piper Niven is getting the respect she deserves.
Happens this coming Friday night.
The Attitude Era definitely was crazy, man. It was wild. I agree.
Powerhouses on their teams back in the ring. There's just no answer to the strength of
I'm already yawning.
Hartwell hitting the turnbuckle hard. Piper gonna climb up the second row. That's Chelsea on his field. Oh, nobody home!
Smart move there by Indy Hartwell and Candice LeRae, who's not been involved in this matchup at all, might get her opportunity as the tag champ. Carter and Champs lock on.
Now Candice LeRae up the tag, going after the much bigger Piper Niven, trying to use her quickness now to take down the powerhouse. Nice step up in Zaguri by Candice LeRae. It's done Piper.
12
Double team coming. Covered by Hartwell. Hook of the leg. Chelsea Green breaking things up. Breaking down in a hurry and not limb length as Chelsea Green coming in. Oh, spine buster. Now Piper back to her feet. And Piper the spinning slam. What a difference maker.
Tell you, whatever happened to Sonya Deville? I haven't seen her in a while.
Cross body. Nobody home as Hartwell moved out of harm's way.
She's still even with WWE at this point.
Try and compete with the power of Piper Niven. Chelsea Green's legal, going for the unprettier. However, she does not realize that Candice LeRae is the legal person on her team. And Candice on the
Kane is really not wrestling anymore, Greg, but he is the mayor of Knoxville, Tennessee. Yes, he's in politics right now as a Republican. But yes, he's retired. He is the mayor now, and I guess he's doing well.
confusing pinning predicament. But once again, I'm sure Chelsea Green is going to be rather unhappy with this referee, but ultimately
Crazy to think that Kane is the mayor of Knoxville, Tennessee, but
picked up with potential championship implications.
he's a smart man. He really is.
He is the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion of all time, and he's back. Gunther is here, live, next, on Monday
We
Night
got
Raw.
Gunther making his way to the ring. He's currently backstage, goes to commercial. But we will see Gunther here shortly.
I have to compare hundreds of travel sites at once. I like to do things myself. And do my own searching. Is he efficient? Here's tired. I can't trust anything else to do the
I
job.
just posted a new video, Greg, yesterday. 2 new videos, actually. Check them out when you get a chance, man. I think you'll like them.
Search one and done.
369. Ooh, she fine. Oh, but she can sing it to me.
Grab a Pepsi Wild Cherry. Ever wonder why Kit Kats are so delightfully crispy? There's your answer. 1, 2, 3. Tasty wafers covered in creamy milk chocolate. Isn't it nice wafers are having a moment? Have a break, have a Kit Kat. Add mint to the moment with Mint Duos.
I'm eligible for 5G home internet for $20 with no exploding bills? What's the catch? No catch. I met this. Yada yada yada. We got 5G home internet.
No way, so I can game all of it?
Nice.
I hate complaining about these commercials, guys, but man, they take forever.
Only a Metro.
Honestly.
I'm bougie. I'm like $7 bougie.
The all-new $7 deal lovers menu at Pizza Hut. Choose your $7 faves 7 days a week.
If you're just now joining, thank you for joining. Hit that like and subscribe button. Goal for today is to hit 15 likes on this live. Let's hope we can reach that goal. I'm gonna sit here and like just hope I don't doze off. Yeah, Kane's debut was legendary, man. Definitely unforgettable, especially hearing JR on commentary yelling, "It's gotta be Kane." You know, they did that so well. They planned that out at the perfect time. You know, and they picked the perfect person for it.
Turn to DiGiorno, the MVP.
But definitely, man, definitely.
MB Pizza. Fresh baked taste. The win and move. It's not delivery, it's DiGiorno.
Now for just $1.99, enjoy the Sonic quarter-pound double cheeseburger. Because we value value just as much as we value tasty burgers.
If I get 30 likes, I will shave my beard off tomorrow and I'll post the video.
One heck of a deal. $1.99 Sonic quarter-pound double
30 likes, y'all. 30 likes and I will shave my beard off. And I will post the video to show y'all.
You might not be total scratch.
I'm gonna need your parents' phone numbers.
My parents are out of town.
I don't have parents on account of I'm a teddy bear that came alive. Air assist
Curious to know what everyone's thoughts on Nia Jax returning to WWE. I'm not the biggest fan of Nia. I never was, but um, it does seem like she has improved. It looks like maybe she's a lot more safer than she was. I don't know.
At the Royal Rumble, no one is beating me. Period.
Alexa, stop. I hate that thing. Rhea Ripley versus Nia Jax at the Rumble, I think is perfect. Even though I do feel Shayna Baszler should have had that top spot a long time ago, but never happened. Hi Jacob, how's it going, man? Thank you for joining the live. If you get that like button on this video, I'd appreciate it. What's your question, buddy? 30 likes, I will shave my beard off in my next video. 30 likes, guys. And my beard will be gone. For real. So hit that like button. And my beard will be gone. You'll finally see the baby face.
Your name's not on the shirt. Probably not. No, dog. Serious business.
Jacob, that's a good question, buddy. I'm not sure. I would hope it's Kayla Braxton. But being that she's, involved now, but I haven't heard anything as far as, who else is going to be involved in WWE 2K24. But that's a great question. I'll have to look more into that. But my guess is it will probably be Kayla Braxton, being that she's there now. Unless they have, somebody out of the blue. Maybe they bring somebody like Tony Chimmel back. Or even like Lillian Garcia, somebody. But who knows? That's a good question, though. I'll definitely look into that for you. I hope you're subscribed, though, buddy. I hope you're doing well. We got Ludwig Kaiser coming out, introducing Gunther to the ring. That would be awesome, Samantha Irvin. Make a lot of sense, man. That would be great. I honestly forgot about her. But yeah, she would make a good fit for the ring announcer. Be nice if they could do it for brands, like Kayla for Raw and Samantha for SmackDown. But who knows? Who knows what route they're going to go. Not right with me. Yeah, I'm doing okay, Greg. Haven't been feeling well, but I'm doing all right. Jacob, your message didn't go through, buddy. Maybe try sending it again. I honestly think they need to give Gunther some new entrance music. Like, yeah, his entrance music is okay, but it's just, and I get it's like for Imperium is stable, but like, he needs like a more menacing, hillish type theme song.
We are 2 weeks away from the Royal Rumble, and I can literally feel the desperation around this place. Well, I can literally smell the desperation around here. And since we're in Arkansas, I think I can smell exponents too.
She's doing well, Greg. Thanks for asking, buddy. Appreciate you.
When I was away and I was observing what unfolded the last weeks, all I saw was my fellow superstars coming out here every week and argue desperately about who's going to win the Royal Rumble, who's going to win WrestleMania. So I had to come here and remind everybody about one thing. Last year, I entered the Royal Rumble as number 1. I made it all the way to the end. I was
That is true. Gunther entered number 1 last year, made it to the end. I expect kind of the same thing this year. He'll be like part of the last 3 Men in the Rumble. I'm on with Cody and probably CM Punk. I think it'll come down to those 2. I really do.
I lasted longer in the Royal Rumble match than any man in history before. So this year, the Ring General, the longest reigning Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion of all time, is going to win the Royal Rumble and main event WrestleMania.
That would be a shocker if Gunther actually won it. That would be awesome.
But enough of that, and now I want to focus at you, Ludwig. Let's take a moment and review what happened when I was away.
Well, 2 weeks ago, Kofi Kingston's dropkick with Giovanni
Gunther reviewing what happened last week to Kofi Kingston. Kofi Kingston taken out by Ludwig Kaiser. The views are doing okay. This week's kind of an off week. I got maybe 64 views on one and 30 on the other. They could come up a little bit, but they're doing pretty decent. I'm trying to get my live views coming up a little bit more, focusing on the old lives
You showed a side of you
here lately.
that I always wanted to show you. You showed grit, you showed confidence, you showed courage. My point, well done.
Gunther praising Ludwig Kaiser right now. Very rare.
I can't tell you.
Xavier Woods interrupting Gunther, making his way down to the ring.
Ludwig, you and I have a
I'm sure Xavier has a lot of words for Gunther and Ludwig Kaiser.
10 steps too far when you drop kick
Ludwig Kaiser taking out Kofi Kingston, so I'm sure Xavier Woods, wants to
and you are the reason that Kofi
wants
Kingston
to
is
share his
not
opinion.
here tonight.
The Rock versus Roman Reigns. What's the likelihood? It's very likely, Greg. Definitely gonna happen soon. That's for sure. Definitely.
I'm here.
I'd say within the next month or 2. before WrestleMania, or it could be at Mania. Who knows? But definitely gonna happen. It is way more possible this year than last year, when everybody was talking about it happening. But it's definitely possible for it to happen. Roman, no doubt. They said that The Rock only has one match on his contract, so that pretty much tells you that Roman will win, regardless. Even if The Rock didn't have only a few matches on his contract, that Roman's definitely going to win. The Rock has no reason to win at this point, other than to put Roman over. If it was The Rock, yes, it would be at WrestleMania or something. A big main event, like even with that caliber of a main event, The Rock versus Roman, match of the year type event. So, I would expect it to be WrestleMania. That is a main event status match. It should be at the highest level, at a high level pay per view like WrestleMania. Let's try to get some more people in here. Let's hope we can. Greg, can you give this a share on Viewers Anonymous? I tried, but I couldn't find the group. So if you could do that, man, I appreciate it. If you're just now viewing the stream, hit that like and subscribe button. The goal for tonight is to hit 15 likes on this live. So 30 likes and I will shave my beard off. So we'll see what happens. But I appreciate you for joining. If you want, you can drop your name down below. If you have a YouTube channel, drop your YouTube channel. Thank you, Greg. I appreciate it, bud. Xavier Woods attacking Ludwig Kaiser. Getting his revenge for Kofi Kingston on behalf of the New Day. WWE showing advertisements for Kevin Owens versus Logan Paul. Coming up here shortly at the Royal Rumble. That'll be an interesting one. Mind you, I'm not the biggest fan of Logan Paul, but I think a match of Kevin Owens would be pretty decent. Worst wrestler ever, Greg, huh? Oh, man. I'd have to say Santino Marella. Worst wrestler ever. He had a good gimmick, but he just wasn't. He wasn't that good of a wrestler, I don't think. He wasn't just technical to me. I don't know. Never really understood. Like, he was funny, entertaining, but his finisher was the stupidest finisher I ever seen. He was pretty bad. And a lot of you might disagree with me, but I do think Santino was very entertaining as far as his character, his gimmick, but in-ring style, he wasn't much of a wrestler. He's more of just a comedy act. I think that's the only reason he stuck around is because they found something for him that worked. Not so much even his in-ring skill at the most, but they found something that clicked, and he stuck around, for as long as he could. But there's a lot of other wrestlers I can name too, but I think Santino would have to be the one I would pick, and I don't know. Now, there's a lot of gimmicks and characters I can go on as far as the worst, but wrestler, I'd say Santino, definitely.
Financial advisor advocating for
Picasso Financial Advisor. We guide for life.
Investment advice offered by investment advising representatives, Sargasso Financial Advisors, a registered investment advisor.
No matter what team you're rooting for on Sunday, we all feel better with a win at home. Just like Toyota always wins on the road.
Another commercial.
Available now than in recent years, making it a good
Hopefully I don't doze off, okay? Hopefully I don't fall asleep, but we'll see.
It's game on at Toyota. Official
Mondays are like a drag for me, I'm telling you. It's just like a drag for me, I don't know.
She don't even knows that.
What? This little much. You wanna know what happened? I'm trying to help. This is my life. You are terrified.
I don't think no CM Punk tonight, I'm not sure, but I don't think it was advertised for tonight, but we'll see. Kind of hoping maybe he would be, but yeah, I don't know. Xavier Woods versus Ludwig Kaiser now made official. After that little beatdown from Xavier Woods. Thank you for viewing the live stream. If you're just now viewing, hit that like button on this live stream. Goal for tonight is 30 likes, if not 15. Let's see if we get to that goal. 30 likes and I will shave my beard off in the next video. So let's see if we can make it happen. We're watching Monday Night Raw tonight, reviewing it live as it happens. We got Ludwig Kaiser and Xavier Woods in the ring right now. And definitely a battle. I think I missed your last comment, Greg. What about May? I think you're talking about Mae Young, but yes, if you're talking about Mae Young, I do know who that is. Very classic wrestler. She's a legend, definitely.
South in a hurry for Xavier Woods after a really hot start. Completely snuffed out by Ludwig Kaiser. Back to Gunther for just a moment. Entering number 1 in the Royal Rumble match last year. Set a record of being in the match for 1 hour.
Xavier Woods with a beautiful crossbody.
Woods and a kick out by Kaiser. Gunther eliminated 5 men in the Rumble before being eliminated by Cody Rhodes, the final 2. Covered by Kaiser. This matchup has just been a pendulum swinging back and forth every 10 seconds. On a motion-filled matchup, of course, Vinci out of action because of Kofi Kingston, and Kingston out of action because of Kaiser, and now Xavier Woods finds himself in the middle of it all. Spoke to Xavier Woods.
Greg, do you have a Twitter? You have a Twitter account? Anybody on here have Twitter? If not, if you do, drop your Twitter name. I want to add some of you. I do have a YouTube Twitter group, so if anybody's interested, I can add you. Me and Greg also have the Viewers Anonymous group, so if you guys like to join that, send a request and we'll accept you if you have a YouTube channel. Viewers Anonymous is about support and helping YouTubers get watch time and subscribers. Greg, I apologize. What were we talking about? I totally forgot, man. I'm sorry. Ludwig Kaiser getting momentum early. Yep, you're talking about Mae Young, Greg, for sure. That's definitely Mae Young. Yep, she's passed. Her and the Fabio Smola both passed away. But yeah, she's definitely a legend.
Excited that it came at the expense of Giovanni Vinci's health, but wow, what a return to form for Ludwig Kaiser.
Xavier Woods, ever one of the greatest.
May Young, brother, May Young.
Greatest tag team in history in the New Day. Also has had some success as a singles champion. Remember, he was a king of the ring in his career. We're looking for the
Yeah, she wrestled up into her 90s, man. You know, she was like, not wrestled, but I mean, she made appearances. I do believe she had one match with Michelle McCool and that other girl. I can't remember her name.
sent over the top rope to the apron. And Woods catching Kaiser on the
No, I agree with you. I don't think that finisher would be allowed nowadays with the way TV is now.
physical battle this is. These two have both come out and they are emptying their nuclear war.
Definitely not allowed today.
Been watching it. Woods driven shoulder first to the post.
There's a lot of finishers nowadays. They're not allowed. But
Basement drop kick.
best female wrestler of all time? That's a good question. Oh, man.
I left him in the woods with some bread. That was 3 days ago.
Oh, man, that's a good question.
Not if you're a scarecrow.
Because I was married to him for 17 years.
I'd have to say the Fabulous Moolah, man. I do like Lita. You know, she was my favorite wrestler of all time. But as far as tactical wrestler and gimmick and character, Fabulous Moolah, no doubt. A lot of people will say China. But as a wrestler, the gimmick, the toughness, Fabulous Moolah. No, there's no way, you know. She's definitely probably the greatest female wrestler of all time. I am a fan of Lita. I've always have been. I love her in-ring style. You know, she definitely has an awesome gimmick. Brings a whole different style.
No one can afford college. But this deal for wings, hachi-chachi. What a steal.
Yeah, China, she was good. I mean, she was built. She was.
Use that GPS for your forward sense of direction.
She definitely had a lot bigger physique for a female than other wrestlers. But as far as technicality, you know, in-ring style and performance, you got to give it to Fabulous Moolah or like Trish Stratus even, I would think. I mean, another good question. You said about the ECW invasion. Do I think it was a success? Yeah, it depends on how you look at it. I wasn't the biggest fan of ECW. I'm just not a big fan of hardcore wrestling. No, I don't think it was a success. It was entertaining, but if you look at how things are right now, WWE's still around, ECW's not. So yeah. I wouldn't call it a success. It was entertaining, but not a success. Greg says, I feel like if Vince had paid Hulk Hogan and Goldberg, it could have been a success. That could have been huge. I mean, I wasn't the biggest fan of Goldberg. Hulk Hogan, yeah. As terms of, you know, back in the days, success, Hulk Hogan was, you know, one of the names that stood out for Vince. But as far as Goldberg goes, I was never the biggest fan. You know, he was a big deal in WCW. He was, but the guy couldn't have a match longer than 5 minutes. And I think he was just kind of just, you know, overrated. Yeah, ECW to me, it wouldn't work today. They even tried to reboot it back in the day with WWE, but it just didn't work. And now, they had it on Sci-Fi and everything, and it just did not work out. But I'm not the biggest fan of Goldberg. Just for the fact of the guy, a lot of his matches weren't even worth watching. They were like 5 minutes long. He'd hit that spear, then the jackhammer, it'd be over. Greg, you said you heard this about Goldberg. Why couldn't he wrestle longer than 5 minutes? I don't think he could wrestle. Like, he had this thing about he wanted to look dominant. And I remember this match in WCW. It was Goldberg versus William Regal, and William Regal basically outworked Goldberg, and you could tell by the end of the match, even though Goldberg picked up the win, you could see he was visibly frustrated at the way the match ended and the way the whole match just kind of played out. But one of the main reasons is why I think Goldberg can't have a match longer than 5 minutes is because he's about himself. He goes into business for himself. He wants to make himself look good. He wants to, he doesn't want to make himself look bad. And another thing is I just think he can't wrestle. He can't put on a good match. Even when he does have a match that's longer than 5 minutes, it's really just not that good. A lot of botches, a lot of problems, and a lot of spears, because that's always good for. He's just big. He's not really a technical guy. He really can't put on a good performance. Yeah, the match with William Regal, Greg, it was intentional because William Regal said, Goldberg was just standing there. He was trying to get Goldberg to, kind of come towards him and work a little bit, but Goldberg was just kind of standing around like a deer in headlights. He was just kind of clueless. So that kind of forced William Regal to, have to do most of the work, but it just didn't. You could see in Goldberg's face that's not the way he wanted that match to play out, and it was a major problem. But we see Xavier Woods taking out Ludwig Kaiser right now. He got the steel steps in hand. He goes after Ludwig, but Ludwig ducks and heads for the heels. And he is Ludwig Kaiser is getting out of there. So I can guarantee we'll probably see Ludwig Kaiser versus Xavier Woods again probably next week or at the Rumble. Xavier Woods with a bloody lip. Yeah, I believe it was planned out, Greg. Just with Goldberg kind of standing around like he was, I think that maybe things didn't go the way he planned or the way they planned. I agree. Maybe maybe it should have went longer than 5 minutes. Maybe 6 or 7 at the most. But with Goldberg just kind of standing around like he didn't know what to do, kind of forced William Regal to just kind of, have to work around him, and that was a problem. And that's probably why the match carried on as long as it had, and I want to go back and rewatch it too and give my thoughts on it, but yeah, it definitely wasn't the way Goldberg planned it out. But William Regal definitely made Goldberg work, and I think he exposed Goldberg for what he is. Another reason why Goldberg, isn't that good of a wrestler because he hurts people. He, like I said, he botches things. For instance, the whole thing with Bret Hart. If you haven't watched that, go back and check that out. And Bret Hart's not the first person that Goldberg has hurt before, so. So yeah, Goldberg. isn't the greatest person to wrestle, according to Bret Hart. But you know, everybody has their opinion of him. I'm just not a fan. And I was when I was younger. You know, I was a fan of Goldberg when I was, you know, a young kid. But when you start growing up and you realize, you know, who's technical, who's not, who can work and who can't, then you start forming an opinion. But so a lot of the times, Greg, you know, they will go over certain things they want to do. In other cases, you know, they may not go over it. They may just go in the ring and put on a good show because they have so much good chemistry. For example, CM Punk once said that he could wrestle Rey Mysterio and they don't even have to plan anything out or like talk to each other. They can just go out there and have a great match because they have such good chemistry. They work so well together. But yes, for the most part, wrestling is predetermined. They know the winner and the loser, which is always predetermined. They always know who's going to win. They know the outcome before the match. This is entertainment, but you got to respect what they do because a lot of us couldn't do what they do. And I actually touched up on this on my latest video, so go check that out, man, where I kind of just explain everything. If you're just not joining the live stream, hit that like button and subscribe. Goal for today is 15 likes. We'll see if we can get there. Let's try to get a few more people in here. If we can. We'll see.
Working on this new case about 8 missing scientists. I've seen that before, years ago. This isn't gonna be good. The answers are out there in the ice. In my country, it takes us one by
You know, I'm sure there's a few wrestlers that have Hulk Hogan as a good example, didn't want to go by the script. You know, he was one to not want to do things management's way. They often say John Cena doesn't play by the rules, that he's one to go against the script. Even back in the day, and I don't mean now, but you know, back when he was, you know, full time, that they'd say John Cena would bury certain talent, but you know, and everybody has their own opinion. I do believe that, you know, there is a lot of backstage politics as well as people not wanting to follow the script and you know, because they want to get over so bad that you know, they'll have their arguments. But Hulk Hogan is a great example because he was one that, you know, had to constantly go over and he didn't want to do things. If he had a problem, he would voice his opinion. And you know, I'm not the biggest fan of Hogan either, but you know, he's a good example.
Where do you think they were at, Byron? You saw what he did last week to Cole. Oh!
So, Greg, you asked if the pipe bomb between CM Punk and John Cena was planned. Thank you for the like. I appreciate you. You asked if the pipe bomb between John Cena and CM Punk was planned, the famous pipe bomb by CM Punk. I do believe it was planned. But I think they gave CM Punk, you know, a little bit of freedom with the mic, you know. They may have gave him certain things he could say and certain things he can't say. But CM Punk basically, I think out of his own creative mind, you know, did things his way. And he made it what it is. Now, like I said, I do think it was planned, obviously. You know, they wouldn't just give him the mic and have him go out there. You know, maybe he pushed some boundaries with his promo. But I do believe maybe there were certain things he could say and certain things he couldn't. But who knows? Hello, Jordan. Thank you for joining. Thank you for the like. I appreciate you. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Your question: does John Cena still play in the WWE? He's still signed with WWE, yes, but he is part time. He wrestles maybe once a year. He's older now. He can't do a full time schedule. He admitted this in an interview. Yeah, but he's still a part of WWE, but he's just not full time anymore. He can't handle the full time schedule, which is understandable at his age. But he's still signed with WWE. He's still around. He's a big movie star. Greg asked Daniel Bryan and CM Punk, what's that all about? Well, if you're talking about the whole AEW situation, they say Daniel Bryan was a part of a meeting that got CM Punk fired from AEW. Which I believe Daniel Bryan said there were multiple people, not just him. But I know a lot of people, maybe have turned on Bryan Danielson. I am a fan of Bryan Danielson regardless. I'm a fan of CM Punk regardless. Bryan Danielson, one of the most technical wrestlers I've ever seen. The guy was actually trained by Shawn Michaels. He had a great Ring of Honor career. Went into NXT, dominated WWE. Amazing guy. Amazing. So, but Daniel Bryan, he left WWE to go to AEW, and the rest is history. Yeah. Greg, you said you didn't know if that CM Punk got fired from WWE. Yeah, before he retired and went to AEW, he did get fired. He got fired on his wedding day, actually, with AJ Lee. He was getting married to AJ Lee and ended up getting fired. So, which is why he said he would never return to WWE. Obviously WWE and CM Punk had problems, but yes, CM Punk did get fired. 10 years later, 11 years later, he goes to AEW. He gets fired from AEW due to a backstage scuffle with Jack Perry or whatever. And now he's back in WWE, and he seems to be doing well. He seems a lot more mature. Those problems that he's had, with management and the business, seem to be kind of just, washed away. So we'll see what happens. How come he's back now? Probably the money, missing the fans. Obviously, WWE to me is probably a better company, to be involved instead of AEW, where things seem a little bit toxic nowadays in AEW. But who knows why CM Punk came back to WWE? I think a lot of it was missing the fans, and since he's back in WWE, got fired from AEW. He's probably figured, might as well go back to WWE, where at least, the fans will miss me, and it's not a chaotic environment like AEW. Maybe that's his thoughts. I don't know. Either way, I'm glad to see CM Punk back. I'm a big fan of Punk. Regardless of what people say, I still am a CM Punk fan. I've always have been. But I do think they gave him a lot of money to make that return. That was like hell froze over when he returned. As soon as that music hit, man, it was crazy. Greg asked, is Vince McMahon going to come back? I don't believe so. I think Vince is gone. WWE merged with TKO along with the UFC, and Vince no longer has full creative control that had been passed down to Triple H, and the rest of whoever's involved.
Pizza is Domino's best kept secret. It's handmade with fresh
Um,
dough, has 2 layers of cheese, toppings.
I think Vince is, I think Vince is still around. I don't think we'll see him on TV anymore. I don't think he's much involved, even at his age. I think he's just kind of relaxing, and I still believe he has his hand in certain things, but not entirely. Hello, Maxwell. Thank you for joining. If you get that like button, I appreciate you. Thank you for joining, Maxwell. Good to see you, buddy.
A once-daily TB treatment for adults. Austedo XR significantly reduced Kate's TB movements. Some people saw a response as early as 2 weeks. With Austedo XR, Kate can stay on her mental health meds.
Oh, hi, buddy. Austedo XR can cause depression, suicidal thoughts, or actions in patients with
Neck hurts. Neck
Pay
pain.
close attention to and call your doctor if you become depressed, have sudden changes in mood, or have suicidal thoughts. Don't take if you have liver problems, are taking Reserpine, tetrabenazine, or valbenazine.
Share this live with your friends and your family. Let them know the Wrestling World Podcast is live on YouTube.
Common side effects include inflammation of the nose and throat, insomnia, and sleepiness.
Let's try to hit 15 likes if we can.
Ask your doctor for Austedo XR.
Thank you, Maxwell. Appreciate you, buddy. Goal tonight is to hit 15 likes on this live. Let's see if we can get there. 30 likes, and I said I'll shave my beard, but I don't think we'll hit 30 likes tonight. We still got 2 hours, but who knows? WWE Backlash coming to France. That's pretty cool. Greg asked, why did CM Punk try his hand at UFC? That's a great question. Why? Honestly, I think it was just, kind of a publicity thing. Or maybe, CM Punk believed in himself that he could actually do it now. I do believe that CM Punk was younger and he was more involved with UFC. I do think he could have had a decent shot. But he started off, kind of late in his career. And I think that played a big factor, in his ability to work in the octagon. But he did have 2 fights, and in his last UFC fight, he did do well. I don't think he did terrible. A lot of people criticized him for that last fight with Mike Jackson, but I think he did pretty decent. He went all 3 rounds, and he got the decision. He didn't win, but the fight did go to his decision, so you got to give him credit for that. He lasted longer than he did in his first MMA fight, his first debut, so you got to give him credit. Now, as to why CM Punk went to the UFC, maybe he thought he could do it. Maybe he thought maybe this would get people talking. He just had left professional wrestling. He had to find something else. So maybe he thought UFC was the next move, but it just didn't work out. We got Ivar making his way down to the ring. I'm guessing one of the Viking Raiders are injured, which that's something that has plagued the Viking Raiders for quite some time now due to injury. I think that's a lot of the reason why the Viking Raiders have not been involved in the tag team title spot, because they just keep getting injured. It seems like a lot of times you hear that one of the Viking Raiders are injured, and then this happened with AOP too before. So I'm hoping that the Viking Raiders do get a push. If not, Ivar can get a singles push. But we'll see. I am a fan of Akira Tozawa too, man. I think that Akira Tozawa has a great gimmick. You know, he has like a kung fu type gimmick, and you know, if WWE wanted to do this and they wanted to book him, he could be a great ambassador for kids. You know, they can make him into a a comic book or something to do with kids because he's the underdog in so many matches, and he just has such a great style and such a great sense of humor, and I think he could really do something well. Greg asked, "Is Shane McMahon still in wrestling?" He in and out, I would say. He's not here entirely. He's really not involved in the business, especially now with this new merger. I don't think we'll be seeing him a lot. Seeing him, I don't think we'll see him soon. Maybe in the near future. The WWE is no longer a McMahon-owned company. We may have seen the last of Shane McMahon in a ring. We may have seen the last of Shane McMahon in WWE at all, or in wrestling. So we'll see. But I don't think we'll see Shane McMahon anymore. Akira Tozawa picks up the win against Ivar in a big upset. But Valhalla attacks No, Greg, I didn't. I don't know. No, I didn't say that. If they can book, I was saying if they can book Akira Tozawa right, he could be like a superhero, like a comic book superhero. He is like the underdog in every match he has. He's decent. He's a good wrestler. I think he has a great style. Greg says, I thought Shane McMahon delivered a great high elbow drop. Yes. The elbow drop, and I've always enjoyed his coast-to-coast maneuver when he would go from corner to corner. That was always fun to watch, For somebody like Shane McMahon, the guy's a billionaire. He don't have to take the bumps he does, but he definitely did, and you got to give him credit where it's due, because he don't have to do none of that, Greg says Chris Benoit executed the flying headbutt perfectly. Yes, he did. The flying headbutt is a maneuver done by somebody that Chris Benoit admired. I can't think of the name, but yes. Sorry. The flying headbutt is something that we don't see nowadays. Hello, Dr. Bear. Thank you for joining the live stream. If you get that like button, I appreciate you. The goal tonight is to hit 15 likes on this live, so we'll see if we can get there. Thank you for joining the stream, though. I appreciate you, bud. Hope you're doing well. Dr. Bear, you're new here. I appreciate you joining, buddy. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Thank you for the like. I appreciate you, buddy. We are reviewing Monday Night Raw tonight. We have Cody Rhodes Cody Rhodes last week cutting a promo on Drew McIntyre. I think Cody Rhodes will be advertised for next week. Thank you, Bear. I appreciate you, buddy. Thank you for your support. Jimmy Superfly Snuka, amazing guy, amazing wrestler. I actually am friends with the wrestler who wrestled Snuka back in the day, back in like 2004, at an independent show. But yeah, Snuka is a living legend, man, no doubt. Dr. Bear, I'm sitting here watching Monday Night Raw tonight. Tired, you know. Typical Monday. But yeah. What are you getting into tonight? Anything exciting?
But we didn't know the first thing about filing taxes as first-time home buyers.
I knew how to make their little count. We file taxes for millions of new homeowners and guarantee 100% accuracy on land and sea.
Yes, Dr. Bear. What are you doing tonight
Make your moves count and do it TurboTax.
on this lovely Monday, cold Monday? Well, it's cold here. I don't know about anywhere else. But what are you up to?
Just kidding. No one can afford college. But this deal for wings?
Yeah, me either. I was debating on excuse me, yawning again. I was debating on even going live tonight because just tired, you know. The day just kind of drags on. Especially with this getting dark early now, you know. I know it's been going on for the past couple months, but it's just not something I ever get used to. And this happens every year. I'm just not used to this whole time change thing. Makes me tired. It's a commercial right now, actually, but I do think we'll see Cody Rhodes next, or Drew McIntyre maybe. But we'll see. I'll keep you updated. So, Dr. Bear, how did you find my live stream? I'm curious to know. Greg asked, is Kurt Angle still wrestling? No, he retired. He retired a couple years ago. He's no longer wrestling. But he's enjoying life right now. He actually has a podcast out. Dr. Bear asks, who's my favorite wrestler? My favorite wrestler of all time is Bray Wyatt, who sadly passed away in August. But next to Bray Wyatt, I would have to choose CM Punk. I've always been a CM Punk fan. Always. Randy Orton on my top three. Chris Jericho too. Undertaker. Cena. All those guys, man. But yeah, CM Punk is my top guy right now. But Bray Wyatt, is my number one always. CM Punk coming at number 2. I will always be a Bray Wyatt fan, no matter what. Okay, Doctor, I appreciate you. Appreciate you coming in. I always appreciate new people joining in. It's always good to see some new faces. Do you have a favorite wrestler, Bear? Are you a fan of wrestling? WWE's in Little Rock tonight, Arkansas.
We'd like to extend a special thank you to Chris Pierce for Ain't No Better Time, the theme song for the MLK Junior Day opening video tonight in Monday Night Raw from the album Let All Who Will, available now on Apple Music and Spotify. Are you okay? He sounds... Your hands covered. You okay?
I'll talk to Adam Pierce about how I'll pay for this.
Cesaro, I'm so proud of you. You're on your way to graduating the academy. Nice job tonight, Vanessa Ivar. What you did tonight for you.
Like how the Alpha Academy has new members besides Otis.
Savage, idiot, and next week,
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of wrestlers now. I agree.
and being an alpha,
Um,
and Master Gable.
definitely something to watch, buddy.
How you gotta go?
You can get into it, maybe. Who knows? I know wrestling's not for everybody, but a lot of people love it. I love it. You know, entertainment. We got Rhea Ripley making her way down to the ring right now. Tell you what, I love Rhea Ripley's in-ring style. Everything about her is just amazing. Six legs, 9 more. Yes, that's true. I actually had to count in my head. Um, 15 legs. Hopefully we get to 15 legs. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you for telling me. It doesn't always update on here. Right now it says 2 people and 5 legs. So thank you for the update. I appreciate you, bud. But yes, we are close to hitting that goal. So let's keep it going. Let's keep the ball rolling. I am going to get a drink real quick, so I will be right back, guys. But keep the questions coming in chat. You know, got a few people in here. Let's keep the conversation going. Dr. Bear asks, who's my favorite female wrestler? Right now, I'd say Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley or Bianca Belair, I'd have to say. But Rhea Ripley, I would say my favorite wrestler right now. Back in the day, I'd say Lita. But right now, definitely Rhea. She's just amazing. But I will be back, guys. I'm going to get a drink real quick. So stay with me.
You know, I am so sick and tired of people like Nia Jax running their mouth and claiming that this is their division. This is my division, and that's why this is my championship. So take this as a warning to whoever wins the Royal Rumble match. If you decide to waste your WrestleMania then I would advise you to choose me. But if you don't want to waste that opportunity of yours, choose someone else. Because it's going to end up just like it did last year. Because Mommy is always on top. Well, there's Mommy, and there's the man. Becky Lynch, someone who knows a little something about winning a Royal Rumble match.
The champ is always on top, but the man is always in close proximity to that top spot. I don't know if I would ever turn my back on Rhea Ripley. It just shows you the confidence of a man.
Who's my favorite female wrestler? Bear, I'd have to say, well, I answered that question, but you said you like Alexa Bliss. Big fan of Alexa, definitely. Talk to you later, Tears. Well, Greg, thank you. I appreciate you, bud. Thank you for joining. Talk to you later, buddy.
Both went from being afterthoughts at WrestleMania 1 year
3 months and so many subs now. Are you talking about me or you?
to the next.
I've been at it about 2 months now,
One of us
I'd say.
want to win the main
But we're getting there, closer to 1,000. I'm currently at 725 last time I checked, so we'll see.
But there's another difference. One of us has a
Yeah, I'm getting there, buddy.
ring and
Do you have a channel, Doctor?
they have
Dr. Bear? Do you have a channel?
bear the
If you do, I'll sub to you, buddy.
heart of a lion.
I'll make sure I'm sub to you. I'll turn on my notification bell so you can
That is unmatched. So here
you can get some views.
stand the two very best to do it.
Drop your channel down below, buddy. This is live, so
This thing that keeps me
if
awake,
you
and it's
if you
and it's questioning, and it's saying to
I'll definitely sub to you,
me,
and
to me,
we'll get something going.
I think you might be better.
Check out the Viewers Anonymous group on Facebook, Dr. Bear. You can join it, send your request, and I will make sure they accept you. Viewers Anonymous group is a group where we help YouTubers get views and subs, likes, etc. It's not like your normal sub for sub group. We're not a sub for sub group. We support each other.
I need to win the
And
Royal Rumble. I need to point.
so definitely check out the Viewers Anonymous
I need to
group on
declare
Facebook.
at WrestleMania it will
I am an admin in that group.
versus the
So send your request, and I will make sure you're accepted. Drop your link in that group. I'll see if I can, buddy. Viewers Anonymous. So it won't let me type it in, buddy. But yeah, it's just Viewers Anonymous. It should pop up as you type it in.
But a week from Saturday on Peacock at the Royal Rumble event, the road to
I wish I could help you out. If Greg was still here, he could probably type it in, but I think Greg left.
Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch. Now that is a match that I want to see. But for now, let's welcome.
It's freezing cold, but welcome.
Why can't we just call him Seth Rollins anymore, you know? Kind of silly.
Oh, it is cold. I can see your breath. But let me ask you this, Seth. Last week you made the goal of bringing this World Heavyweight Championship into WrestleMania. But tonight,
Yeah.
it was you that asked for this match against Jinder Mahal. Why take the risk?
Jackie, I have been world heavyweight champion now for over 200 days. And with every single title defense, I get stronger. I get better. And so the way I see it, the only way I can do what I have set out to do and take this title into WrestleMania is to continue to be who I am. A fighting champion. A workhorse champion. As for Jinder Mahal. Now this ain't our first dance. This Jinder Mahal, this is not the same Jinder Mahal that I beat to become the very first NXT champion. Oh no, 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 no. This Jinder Mahal is a former WWE champion. This is the best version.
A lot of hype going around about Jinder Mahal now, ever since that whole Tony Khan stuff on Twitter.
Jackie, I wouldn't have it any other
Let me know if you found the group, Bear. I'll try my best to send it to you if you have Facebook or anything, buddy, or Twitter. I'm drinking orange juice right now. I love orange juice. Not feeling well either, so I think orange juice is kind of the best thing to drink right now. We got The Miz making his way down to the ring. We got R-Truth and The Miz tonight. As Awesome Truth taking on the Judgment Day. All right, Bear, thank you. This one will be interesting because we have R-Truth claiming he's in the Judgment Day, but he's pairing with The Miz, so. I was never the biggest fan of The Miz, but I'll tell you, I do like this babyface run that he's on. I'm slowly becoming a fan, I think. Yes, there is 39 people in the group. You'll see Keith Irwin along with me and Greg Fisher in the group. But yes, there is 39 people, so you probably found the right group. But yes, once your request is approved, which if I don't approve it right away, Greg or Keith will, drop your link down in the chat in the daily link. We have a daily post link where every day we have the YouTubers drop their link and everybody will watch those videos and subscribe and like their videos as well to boost their watch time and anything else they might need. So that's great that you joined, bud. I'll make sure that they accept you and we'll help you out best we can. But we're trying to grow this group. We're trying to if you're just not joining the stream, hit that like button. The goal tonight is 15 likes. But yes, like I said, we are a group to support YouTubers, and we're just a supportive group. We want you to get that watch time. We want you to get those subs as well. Watch time is a big thing in YouTube now, and that's something I never knew starting out. But we want to make sure you guys get that watch time. So please join our group, Viewers Anonymous.
Anti-suicide squad, Kill the Justice League. Available February 2nd.
So R-Truth did not come out with The Miz. And the Judgment Day's music hit, so I'm assuming R-Truth will come out with the Judgment Day. Or is R-Truth coming out to Judgment Day's theme? Okay, we do see the Judgment Day coming out, and we see R-Truth behind him. Far behind, but he's behind him. I would have loved to see R-Truth, be around when Evolution was around. They could have definitely done something with that. Like how they did with Eugene and Evolution, Nick Densmore. They definitely could have done something back in the day.
You don't tag in. Don't tag in. Don't tag in. So, again, Priest and Balor are the tag champs. The Miz is teaming with R-Truth as part of the team Awesome Truth. However, Truth believes he's part of Judgment Day. Miz is trying to figure out what's going on. We're all confused. Yes. R-Truth also
R-Truth, man, I love R-Truth.
literal instruction from Damian Priest. Don't tag in. As some sort of code for a master plan. Whatever it was, but there is no master plan. It was just don't tag in. It's very simple. R-Truth was barking at JD McDonough, who Truth claims isn't in Judgment Day. Miz is legitimately excited about this team. Awesome Truth teamed together a number of years ago. Miz said he's fired up, and that's all the money that Truth can make selling Judgment Day swag on the skateboard. I'm not sure.
So Damian Priest basically paid R-Truth off to lose this match.
Apparently it's for Ben.
And R-Truth brought his money to the ring and lost his money. And now he's picking it all up, giving it to Finn Balor, his fellow Judgment Day member. So he thinks.
I've witnessed. Miz can't figure out what's going on. Dominant. Dom wants this cut too.
We got JD on the apron right now. We know JD and R-Truth have had their differences in the past. JD does not like R-Truth. He wants the charade to end. So hopefully now we get this match underway. Hopefully we can. We'll see.
So again, the matchup's underway. Again, Miz was fired up about this. He said, we make magic when we're Awesome Truth. We've never been tag team champs, so maybe we can add that to our list of great moments. All truth.
Thank you for joining the stream. Hit that like button. I appreciate you. Goal for tonight is to hit 15 likes if we can. If not 10.
Being a bad journalist as you always are, you're making things up. Priest said don't tag in. He didn't say anything about starting the match. You were on bad faith journalism, my good friend. And our truth now took out Finn Balor, who he believes is his teammate. Now he's upset about it. Balor now totally take out of Truth and stomping away down on our Truth. I've noticed Priest has seemingly warmed somewhat to our truth, but when the same cannot be said about Finn Balor. Again, he said, really, you can get so many money, no wonder you.
Commercial break right now. The Miz looks confused. We have R-Truth basically playing both sides right now. So
What's better than a cheesy bite? Cheese in every bite. That's why we invented stuffed breast pizza. Topped and stuffed with almost a pound of cheese. There's only one
of buying with confidence. Enterprise, for lives in mind.
I love that Tuesdays at B-Dubs is BOGO half off traditional wings. Every week I save so much, I can finally afford college. Just kidding. No one can afford college. But this deal for wings? Hachi-chachi. What a steal.
Ever wonder why Kit Kats are so delightfully crispy? There's your answer. 1, 2, 3. Tasty wafers covered in creamy milk chocolate. Isn't it nice wafers are having their moment? Have a break, have a Kit Kat. Add mints in the moment with Mint Duos.
With Vaseline, hydrated skin is just the beginning. Level up to even toned, radiant skin. New Vaseline Radiant X Body Lotion, 1% niacinamide. Level up to even toned skin.
It's game time. We're making a Twisted Tea drop. Twisted Tea fans love football and the refreshing taste of Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Real brewed tea and a 5% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
There's no better time than now for a getaway to Great Wolf Lodge.
Television's number one new comedy is back again. Nightclub, baby. The LA Times raves. I like to serve the people. You hate the people. Nightclub has all the original essence, rhythms, humor, gestalt, and that word.
So many commercials, guys.
Nightclub, Tuesday on NBC and Peacock.
We are back on Monday Night Raw. Balor
Now it's back on.
against Austin Truth. Miz and R-Truth here on Monday Night Raw. Truth still believes he's in Judgment Day and doesn't understand why Finn Balor is physically assaulting him in this match. Well, this is how we started the match. R-Truth doing his best impression of the New York Jets here tonight as he fumbles the cash that he made for selling all the Judgment Day t-shirts before the show. He was supposed to hand that money to Finn Balor and company.
Well, it's been a disastrous night for Truth so far. He's lost about $5,000 to his supposed teammates, and now they're all beating him off.
Now Balor. Tag made. Here comes your money in the bank. Damian Priest. Drew McIntyre. Still very upset with this man, Damian Priest. Calls him a, quote, idiot. Because he tried to cash in the money in the bank contract a couple weeks ago. McIntyre believes it cost him the World Heavyweight Championship.
Priest seemed a little hesitant to beat up Truth so far. Surprising from him, but Finn Balor having no reservations whatsoever.
I think the truth is growing on Damian Priest. Again, when you hand someone money, that seems to be the way it goes.
It took forever for J.D. McDonough to walk. Priest to walk to J.D. McDonough. Truth has apparently done the key.
We got R-Truth crawling for the tag. Will he tag in the Miz? And he does. One thing I want to note, Damian Priest basically throwing around his authority, which you could see the frustration in Finn Balor's face. So definitely, it seems like WWE's teasing a Judgment Day split, and I did do a video on this before about the Judgment Day splitting up. Definitely possible. They're teasing it, week by week, the Judgment Day split. So definitely something to look into to see how this all plays out. So we'll see.
And a kick out.
And if I was Miz, I would not tag in Truth at any point if you actually want to win this matchup. Gotta do it on your own from here, pal.
Now Miz looking for half straight. Skull crushing finale takedown by Balor.
Balor gets 2 points.
The Miz building momentum. R-Truth gets the tag. R-Truth kicks Finn Balor in the stomach. He's going for the scissor kick. He hits the scissor kick on Finn Balor. Now he's apologizing to Finn Balor. He took out his own partner.
No hesitations of dropping JD McDonough, however. Priest back into the fray, delivering a kick to Miz.
Damian Priest taking out The Miz. We got Damian Priest and R-Truth in the ring. Well, Damian Priest, if he turns around, R-Truth attack him. R-Truth is going to attack Damian Priest, but he stopped. He paused.
And from behind, Balor trying to take out Truth the corner with a heel kick.
Finn Balor goes to take out R-Truth, but R-Truth catches him with a heel kick. Damian Priest picks up R-Truth, choke slam. R-Truth is down on the mat. Finn Balor crawling for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Finn Balor picks up the win for the Judgment Day. Definitely a big loss for Awesome Truth, The Miz, and R-Truth, man. But we got to give Judgment Day some momentum going into this feud. If they're going to build this feud into a storyline, into an actual feud. I mean, really just a feud, but not a storyline. We're seeing the storyline unfold, but I do feel that we will see the Judgment Day versus Awesome Truth at some point. We'll see, but who knows? But guys, that's it for me tonight. I think I'm gonna end this live real quick. I am tired. I am struggling to stay awake. But I thank y'all for joining. I'll see you all this Friday. Have a good night. God bless. I'll see y'all soon. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And check out my latest 2 videos if you can. I'll see y'all Friday. Have a good night.
So sorry.